Good morning. It is Tuesday, January 20th. I'm Kate, and this is Phoenix. Good morning, everyone.
Yeah, we have a number of panelists who are joining us this morning, but we also have some live freebie giveaways happening as well, too. And we have the blogger of Agree or Disagree.
Yes. And he's making me nervous because he can throw anything out at you at any time. So we'll have to be on our toes today. It's National Penguin Day today. So we've got some penguin video for you coming a little bit later that I went and shot last week. So there you go.
Yeah, we're going to be chatting with somebody from the Calgary Zoo as well, too, which is really exciting. Our first guest, though, is from the Federation of Calgary Communities. It is Leslie Evans, who's the executive director. We're so great to have you on board because you brought someone here as well too. We'll talk about this gentleman as well.
Yes. We brought Gord with us, who is an outstanding community volunteer. He has been flooding ice rinks for Deer Ridge for, I think, 19 years.
Yes.
And
he has a shirt.
He does. You know, he's been around so long, they gave him a shirt. But he's one of thousands that actually volunteered our community associations, and you know the rink volunteers do it at night.
Yeah.
So these are extra committed volunteers. So we're very proud of Gord and the others that serve the communities in that way.
And Leslie, we'll jump into that in just a few moments. But we also have another gentleman. Who's this guy over here?
Kevin?
Yeah.
Kevin Olenek. He, as you mentioned, he is a blogger and hosts a podcast, Agree or Disagree, and you guys tackle some pretty interesting topics there, and so we'll talk to you a little bit later about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, get off the fence, man. Agree or disagree? Would you?
It depends. But happy Penguin Day.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yes.
And you know what? We were talking, Kate and I were thinking that would be great to have a live penguin just wandering the set over the next hour.
I asked them when I was at the zoo, and they said I couldn't take one with me.
Would the one come onto my podcast just as a random?
Oh yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah.
But I wonder about the weather that we're having though, Kate, because I wonder if penguins like this warm weather. I'm guessing not, but we like it in Calgary.
You know what? I think they were saying that they don't mind the minus. We'll have to ask them. But I think they like just like below zero. So it might be a little bit warm for them. So let's take a look at our weather here. And it is going to be quite mild over the next little while here. In fact, by the weekend, we're looking at double-digit temperatures.
Come on.
Those ice rinks might need some help.
So much
You might get a break for the next week or so. So it's a mix of sun and cloud out there. Going to clear up. Yeah, you're going to turn into one of the pool boy instead of a ring flutter. We are currently sitting at -2 degrees, feels like -3. We are going to get up to about 2 for this afternoon, and a little windy out there as well. And yeah, there you go. Gorgeous morning out there.
One thing you'll find too is that we are out and about in the city as well too, and to prove it, we have our very own Lindy Free, who is live this morning at the Mustard Seed. Explain the area that you're in right now, Lindy, and who is this gentleman beside you?
All right, well, so as part of Giving Tuesday, we thought, what's a better way to give than your own time? So we're here at the Mustard Seed Foothills location, and we're here with one of the head chefs.
Hello, my name is Gerardo.
And he's amazing. So here at this facility, over 300 people are housed a day, and over 1,000 meals are prepared a day as well. So that's a big feat. So in preparation for these over 300 sandwiches that they make for lunch, we're going to show how just the spread is made.
Yeah.
Okay, and so how do we start with the spread? Because that's a huge task to make that many sandwiches.
Yeah, it's a lot, but well, I have all the ingredients here already. I will put the last touch.
And so what ingredients are in here?
We have a mustard, we have a butter, we have some ketchup.
Okay.
So another, the last ingredient, we have to add a little mustard Dijon.
Ooh,
so
Dijon.
that's gonna be your job.
My job. Okay, so let's do that.
Right.
And I'll pass you the mic.
Sure.
So just dump it all in.
Just dump it in there.
Okay. This is a lot of ingredients. All right. Okay, there we go.
Perfect, thank you. So now we have to whip it.
Whip it,
So
okay.
we have to turn.
Oh, this is hard work.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Ah. Okay, keep going.
Just keep going.
This is, I'm already sweating and I haven't done
I don't think
anything.
Lindy's sweat in a year.
Volunteering.
I didn't know she could cook.
I didn't know she could do anything physical. The answer is no.
Okay. Yeah, I can cook.
Close here. Behind.
Okay.
So this is gonna reset for 3-4 minutes. 3 or 4 minutes. Okay. I'm sweating. So while we finish doing this, come back and join us because we're going to put this on the sandwiches and show you how that's done.
Good stuff. 3 or 4 minutes later, we'll see how she does and see if she's
We'll let you
herself.
catch your breath for a minute there, Lindy.
Oh my. Hey, you know, there's a number of things that are trending in our city as well too, and you've got one that again will make people go, what?
Yeah, well, this wasn't in our city. This actually took place over in Britain and or Cornwall, I guess. And so a parent was fined for their kid not showing up to a birthday party. You may have heard of this. So they RSVP'd to the birthday party. The mom of the kid who was invited ended up double booking her son with her grandparents and the birthday party. Didn't have the contact information to call the parents and say that they couldn't come. Her kid couldn't come to the birthday party. Yeah. And so then a week later, she got a bill sent to her house for $29 Canadian for a kid not showing up at a friend's birthday party.
Look at these faces.
I know. Everyone's in shock.
Like, really?
How do you find? So who fined them?
The other parents. So it was like, if you're not going to come to my birthday party and you RSVP'd, well, I'm going to fine you for not coming.
Or submit a bill.
Submit a bill, yeah.
Must have been a good party for $29 for one kid.
I think they were going skiing.
I can understand it if it's a Christmas party that a company has. So if you decide, Leslie, you don't want to go to a Christmas party at the last second, you know, the company's spent about 40, 50, 60 bucks on your ticket, and if you don't come, they're out that money.
Yeah.
But this is right.
I don't know. I guess if she RSVP'd and then her son didn't show up, I still don't think it's right, but...
Okay, to put this in a little bit of a different perspective, I'm not saying that what she did is right, but there are times that people say that they're going to come to a party and don't show up. So I'm not saying that you fine them, but there has to be some sort of social consequence.
You don't invite them again.
Well, where's the relationship from this point forward, right?
Right. Yeah.
Well, it's worse now.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, but I think that we do live in I understand, I guess, we live in a culture where our word isn't necessarily our bond as much anymore.
So are you saying this is right?
No, I'm saying that I understand what she's thinking. I wouldn't fine her.
Yeah.
Unless that there was a whole bunch of, there was some money that she put aside to this that...
Maybe if it was predetermined.
Predetermined, okay, everybody that's coming has to put $29.
So much in the kitty.
Yeah, maybe that could be it. If it's something like that, I can totally understand.
To me, this might be about money for this family.
Yeah.
And I would think the better way of going about it is approaching the mother of the child that didn't show up and asking what happened. And if there was a conflict, explaining the financial situation and seeing if that parent would be willing to pay if it was about money.
Having some give and take rather than just saying, here's a bill.
Yeah. Because now the relationship is destroyed. Like,
if
someone gave
absolutely.
Well, and it sounds like they might actually be going to court over it. So that sounds
$29.
That sounds more expensive than just paying the $29. But it's quite interesting.
But then is it worth, if it's 29 or 59 or whatever, is it worth to lose that relationship? And in this case, I guess they're saying, we don't care.
Then I would say there wasn't a relationship, or they're not worried about consequences of relationships with their children either.
That would never happen in Calgary.
Yes, there's consequences for everything that happens in Calgary.
Well, you know, something that is happening in Calgary today, it is World Penguin Day. And you think, World Penguin Day, who celebrates that? Well, a city like Calgary does, because we have penguins. Well, joining us on the Skype video call, and this is really cool because we have Dr. Celli, who is joining us. He's the animal care curator at the Calgary Zoo. Dr. Celli, good to have you here this morning.
Me.
It's one of those things that we say to ourselves, who knew? Who knew it was World Penguin Day?
Well, it's actually Penguin Awareness Day. There is a World Penguin Day on April 25th. So there's actually 2 days dedicated to penguins, which is great.
Anytime you have a chance to talk about penguins, why not? What is it about penguins that we love so much here in Calgary?
I guess in general, penguins are just really lovable species. maybe because they stand upright and they're kind of funny and they have the little waddle, but they're amazing, amazing animals. They're fantastically adapted for their life in the wild, and they definitely need a lot of help. A lot of populations are in decline. So, you know, we just love having the chance to educate people and make sure people appreciate these phenomenal animals.
And we're just looking at footage here of the penguin walk from Thursday, but you guys are doing this every day now for another couple months?
No.
Yeah, it happens every day at 11 o'clock. There's no extra charge, so everybody that comes into the zoo will get a chance. It is weather dependent, because believe it or not all the penguins like to come out when it's really, really cold. And it's penguin willing too. If they're feeling a little bit lazy, we won't force them to come out, of course. But yeah, it's happening until sometime in March. So yeah, come around and pay them a visit. Okay, so we have some penguin jokes for you. Let's see if you can answer these, because you are an animal curator, and of course you know everything about penguins. What's a penguin's favorite relative? Oh, I'll have to pass. Antarctica. See, because they come from. All right, our panelists like that one. Yeah. What is the one thing that we need to be aware of when it comes to penguins? You mean in terms of being able to help them? Because they do need some help, and I can help people helping penguins, if that's what you're asking. Yeah, so when we say it's National or it's World Awareness Day for penguins, what's the one thing we should be aware of when it comes to penguins? The one thing. I think that a lot of the populations are in decline. And if people want to help, you know, penguins eat fish. So if you want to eat fish or eat any kind of seafood, look out for a more sustainable source. Look out for a certified by the Marine Stewardship Council, for example. They also suffer from, you know, climate change. So, you know, if you're just going somewhere close, go for a walk or grab your bike instead of driving around, or switch an appliance off, switch a light off, and that alone will help. Dr. Celli, it's been great chatting with you, and enjoy National Awareness Penguin Day. Thank you. Thanks for having us. Dr. Celli is the animal care curator at the Calgary Zoo.